Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Speaking Edge. We hope you're having a wonderful day, and we're so happy you're here with us again.
Yes, and today's lesson is both fun and super useful. We're going to show you how to describe your entire day in simple, easy English, using clear sentences anyone can understand.
This lesson is perfect for all levels, from complete beginners to advanced learners, because speaking about your day is one of the most common English conversation skills.
Exactly, and even advanced learners sometimes forget how powerful simple English can be: clear, natural, and easy to speak. Your support helps us create more everyday conversations that help you speak English with confidence.
All right, let's begin.
Let's learn how to describe a full day using only simple English.
So Alex, can you describe your whole day using only simple English?
Sure, I'll try to keep my sentences long but easy to understand.
Great! Let's start from the moment you woke up. What happened first?
Well, I woke up at around 6:30 in the morning because my alarm rang very loudly.
Did you get out of bed right away?
Not really, I stayed in bed for a few minutes because I still felt sleepy.
That sounds familiar. What did you do next?
After a short moment, I got up, stretched my arms, and walked to the bathroom to wash my face.
Washing your face in the morning always feels refreshing.
Yes, it helps me wake up completely.
Did you eat breakfast?
Yes, I made a simple breakfast, just toast, eggs, and a cup of coffee.
Sounds like a good start to the day.
It was simple, but it gave me enough energy.
After breakfast, what did you do?
I sat at my desk and checked my emails to see if there was anything important.
Did you find anything urgent?
Yes, I saw one message from my manager asking me to finish a report today.
So you had some work to do?
Yes, and I wanted to start early so I wouldn't feel stressed later.
Did you start the report immediately?
Not immediately. First, I wrote a small to-do list for the day.
That's a good habit.
It helps me stay organized.
After making your list, what happened?
I opened my laptop and began working on the report.
Was it difficult?
Not exactly difficult, but it needed a lot of focus.
How long did you work on it?
I worked for about 2 hours without stopping.
Wow, you were very productive.
Yes, I wanted to finish the main part in the morning.
When did you take your first break?
I stopped around 10:30 and went to make another cup of coffee.
Coffee break essential.
Definitely.
After your break, what did you do?
I went back to my desk and continued working on another task.
So you were really focused today.
Yes, I wanted to finish everything early.
When did you stop working?
Around 12:30, because it was time for lunch.
What did you eat for lunch?
I made something simple, a salad and some grilled chicken.
Healthy choice.
Yes, I try to eat healthy during the week.
After lunch, did you rest a bit?
Yes, I relaxed on the couch and watched a short video.
Just a quick break.
Yes, about 15 minutes. I didn't want to get sleepy.
What did you do in the afternoon?
I joined an online meeting with my coworkers.
How long was the meeting?
About 1 hour, and we talked about our upcoming project.
Was it productive?
Yes, we made a clear plan for next week.
After the meeting, did you continue working?
Yes, I finished editing the report and sent it to my manager.
Nice. How did you feel after finishing it?
I felt relieved and proud.
What did you do next?
I cleaned my workspace because it was getting messy.
Cleaning can be relaxing too.
Yes, it makes my mind feel clear.
Did you go outside today?
Yes, later in the afternoon I went for a short walk.
Was the weather good?
Yes, it was sunny, but not too hot.
That sounds lovely.
It really helped me refresh my mind.
How long did you walk?
About 30 minutes.
Did you listen to music while walking?
Yes, I listened to some calm songs.
After your walk, what did you do?
I returned home and drank some water.
Hydration is important.
Exactly.
Did you work more after that?
No, I decided to finish work for the day.
Good choice.
Yes, I don't like working too late.
What did you do to relax?
I read a book for about 20 minutes.
What kind of book?
A simple novel, easy to read, nothing too heavy.
Sounds peaceful.
It was.
Did you exercise today?
Yes, I did a short home workout.
Nice.
Just 20 minutes, enough to feel active.
After exercising, what did you do?
I took a shower because I was sweating.
Showers after workouts are the best.
They feel amazing.
What about dinner?
I cooked pasta with vegetables.
Simple and delicious.
Exactly.
Did you watch TV afterward?
Yes, I watched a light comedy show.
Laughter is great for ending the day.
Absolutely.
Did you talk to anyone today?
Yes, I called my friend in the evening.
What did you talk about?
Just daily life work, hobbies, and weekend plans.
Sounds nice.
It was a relaxing conversation.
After the call, what did you do?
I prepared my things for tomorrow.
Like clothes and your bag?
Yes, and I also checked my schedule.
That helps reduce stress.
Yes, I sleep better when I'm organized.
When did you start getting ready for bed?
Around 10 p.m.
What's your bedtime routine?
I brush my teeth, wash my face, and drink a little water.
Do you read before bed?
Sometimes, but today I didn't.
What did you do instead?
I listened to soft music.
That helps you relax?
Yes, it calms my mind.
What time did you finally go to sleep?
Around 10:45 p.m.
So that's your whole day in simple English.
Yes, and it was actually easy to describe with clear sentences.
Do you think anyone can describe their day this way?
Absolutely, even beginners can do it using simple verbs like wake up, eat, work, go, walk, and sleep.
What advice would you give learners who feel nervous speaking?
Start with short sentences, then make them longer step by step.
Like, I wake up, becoming, I wake up at 7 because I feel tired.
Exactly, add one simple reason or detail.
And people don't need difficult grammar, right?
Not at all, simple grammar is perfect for daily life English.
What's one common mistake learners make when describing their day?
Trying to sound too advanced and becoming confused.
So simple English is strong English.
Yes, clarity is more important than complexity.
Should learners practice speaking out loud?
Yes, speaking helps build confidence fast.
How long should they practice each day?
Even 5 minutes a day is great.
What about writing their day in a notebook?
That's excellent. Writing improves memory and structure.
Can they record themselves speaking?
Yes, recording helps notice mistakes.
What if someone feels they have a boring day?
No problem, simple details still teach English.
Example?
I drink water, I sit at my desk, I take the bus, all useful phrases.
Should they use time words like first, then, after that?
Definitely, it makes the story easy to follow.
What about emotions?
Add them, like I felt tired, I was happy, I felt relaxed.
Describing feelings makes the story more human.
Exactly.
Should learners try to speak fast?
No, slow and clear is better.
What if they forget vocabulary?
Use simple alternatives, for example, clothes instead of outfit.
Great tip.
Yes.
What about verbs like get up, go out, come back?
Very useful. They describe daily movements.
Should learners describe small actions?
Yes, small details make your English sound natural.
Example?
I opened the window, I sat on the sofa, I checked my phone.
Very simple and clear.
Yes.
What about describing weekends?
Same idea, use simple sentences.
Example?
I met my friend, we drank coffee, we walked in the park.
Easy and natural.
Yes.
Should learners worry about mistakes?
No, mistakes show you are learning.
Perfect attitude.
Yes.
What if learners want to sound more advanced?
Add more details, like reasons or feelings.
So I walked outside becomes
I walked outside because I needed fresh air.
very smooth.
Yes.
What's another way to describe a day?
Group it into morning, afternoon, and evening.
Like telling a story in 3 chapters.
Exactly.
Should beginners try to speak for long?
No, short, clear sentences are perfect.
And advanced learners?
They can add more complexity slowly.
What if someone has trouble starting?
Begin with today, it makes everything easier.
Very helpful.
Yes.
What if someone works at home and feels their day is repetitive?
Repetition is great for practice. It helps build fluency.
True.
Yes.
What if someone doesn't know the English word for something?
Describe it simply, the thing you use to, or the place where.
Smart workaround.
Yes.
Should learners try to memorize their daily routine
Yes, it builds automatic fluency.
so they can speak without thinking too much?
Exactly.
What if they want to practice with a friend?
Ask each other, how was your day, and answer simply.
Great natural practice.
Yes.
What if they want to practice alone?
Talk to yourself, narrate your actions.
Like, I'm cooking. I'm cleaning.
Yes, real-time English.
Should learners describe their plans too?
Absolutely, today I will is great practice.
Nice future practice.
Yes. What about describing feelings at the end of the day? Very important, I feel tired, I feel happy, I feel proud.
It makes the summary complete.
Exactly.
Do you think simple English can still sound beautiful?
Yes, simplicity is clarity, and clarity is beautiful.
I completely agree.
Thank you.
So describing your entire day doesn't need big words.
Just honest, simple English, that's enough.
This was such a useful and practical lesson for all learners.
Yes, anyone can practice English daily by describing their day.
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Speaking Edge.
See you next time, and keep practicing your simple daily English.